Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got for you another book club video. It's going to be another wrap-up video, but for the month of August. I'm going to go through the books that I read this month, the star rating, and whether I recommend them to read, maybe, or don't read it. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if you like these book club videos and want to see more, and without further ado, let's hop into it. So this month I actually read 3 books, two of which were books on my Kobo, and one of which was a paperback book. And I'm also halfway through a book that I'll talk to you about, so then I'll give you an update on it in next month's wrap-up video. So the first book that I finished reading was The Huntress by Kate Quinn, and I talked about this in my last book club video if you saw that, but I hadn't finished reading it at that point. So I ended up giving it a 3 stars. It did take me quite a while to read it. I guess I don't know why, I just couldn't get into it. I did find the characters interesting, but none of their personalities really intrigued me that much. So I only gave it 3 stars. I liked it, I just didn't, it was just okay, honestly. If you really like historical fiction, you might really like this. So it takes place in World War, or right after World War II. It follows 3 different storylines, which I always do enjoy when it does that because you get more insight into the different characters. But I did wish that I got more insight on Tony. I feel like he was such an underrated character, and you didn't really get to know him that well. He was sort of just a sidekick to the 3, and I don't understand why. Yeah, it's definitely, so basically, I will put this in an, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, so probably in the second category. If you really like historical fictions, then you probably will really like it. It is well written, but to me, I just couldn't get into it, so that's that. So the second book I read was Still Me by JoJo Moyes. It is the 3rd book in the Me Before You series, and I gotta say, this probably was my favorite one, maybe behind the actual first one. I feel like it's underrated. I think a lot of people dropped off after the first book and didn't read the second or third one, and the second one was just alright. I liked it, but it was not nearly as good as the first or third one. The third one, it takes place in New York, and I just really liked it. I gave this book a 5 stars because to me it's not necessarily about whether it's good writing or anything like that. It's just basically, was I reading this book, I couldn't put it down, and how did it make me feel? And this book made me feel really happy, and I read it super quick. I think I read it in 5 days. So the Still Me book I will put into the either you'll like it or you won't like it. If you didn't like the main character girl, then you're not gonna like this book, so you don't need to read it. But if you're looking for just a fun light summer read, then you'll enjoy this. The 3rd book I read this month was The Husband's Secret by Liane Moriarty. Whoops. Anyways, so this is by the same author that wrote Big Little Lies, and it follows, again, 3 different storylines, but they sort of all interweave together, which is really interesting. I liked it. I didn't love it. I felt like the big twist wasn't really that big of a twist, to be honest with you. It was, I just don't know what it was about it, but I really like mystery books and things like that, and if you like that, then you'll probably at least enjoy this book. So I would put it into the liking category. If you like thrillers or mysteries, then I would say that you'll probably at least enjoy it. It's really different than any any of the types of books like that I've read before. I just didn't think it was a big enough twist. I kind of saw it coming. I didn't love the ending. What I did love about the ending is that you find out like things about into the future about what's going to happen to all these characters. That's the worst part about any book to me, is that you don't know what's, like, you have the ending but you really don't know what's going to happen with these characters for the rest of their life. Whereas this one, it actually sort of, like, the epilogue went over a little bit of what happens with them, so I did like that. But I just felt like the ending fell flat. Like, nothing really happened in the end. Just misery. Like, basically, I felt like the ending was like, everyone suffers, you just have to deal with it. Which I don't think is a great message to send. So I gave it 4 stars, and I would put it into the either you'll like it or you won't like it. I haven't taken a hard stance on any of the books I read this. And then the last book that I'm currently reading is Grown Ups by Marian Keyes. So far I'm liking it. I don't love family dramas. I don't know why I picked this book up, to be honest. And that's everything that I read this month. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more book or lifestyle or work content, because that's what I'm making on this channel, and I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you made it this far, please leave a comment down below what books that you read this month. I'd love to chat, and I love getting new ideas all the time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!